Hello and welcome back to Drea's Design Trove. Thank you so much for being here. Today is going to be a very helpful video for you because we're going to talk about what some people don't feel like they were ready to talk about. We're going to talk about ChatGPT for churches. Okay, this is going to be very helpful in moving things along for you a lot more quickly and more streamlined. Okay, you have enough on your plate. Let's use these free tools to make your day-to-day and your week-to-week easier. Today, we're going to be using ChatGPT to make our booklet that we have that's already in 4 pages. We're going to make this into an 8-page booklet. Now, of course, some of you have already tried with duplicating pages and making your 8-page booklet on your own, but what you then realize when you go to your print provider is that everything is out of order. Why is that? Well, we're going to talk about it a little bit more. First, let's go back and we're going to be working with ChatGPT. You can Google this and just type in chat, chatgpt.com, and this will pull it for you. This is free. However, they do limit you on how often you can ask prompts within a certain time frame, unless you have a paid program, paid account with them, but it's not necessary unless you plan to use this a whole lot. Now, I have today a prompt that I'm going to enter into ChatGPT. This prompt is pretty much a directive. It's me asking a very specific, detailed question, requesting that it give me back the information to help me move along with my task. The prompt I'm asking today is, what is the correct imposition layout for an 8-page saddle-stitched or stapled booklet? Meaning, how should the pages be arranged across the spreads for print readiness? This is so important. Now, you can change this number out to 12, 16, 24, 20, and you'll see that I'm using increments of 4 because pages will need to always be, or your booklets will always need to be in increments of 4 because you're working with 2 pages on one sheet. That's always front and back, meaning one sheet will always equal 4 pages. So keep that in mind. You'll always need increments of 4, including the front and back. We'll talk more on that in a minute. So you'll want to just go ahead and put that number in here, but also keep in mind too that some print providers do limit how many page spreads they can print like this in this layout. You might need to have it instead in a single sheet format. So just one single sheet in the exact print ready size versus 2 pages on the one sheet, if that makes sense. So if any questions, comment below. Now that we have this prompt in here, we're going to hit this white button with the arrow and it's going to give us an answer. It doesn't take long. Literally, it's thinking about it as you're typing in your question. It's very fast, but it gives you the information you need right away so that you can, again, get along with doing all the other things you got. Now, this might look intimidating. Don't worry, it's okay. I'm going to explain this to you. So ChatGPT gives you your information typically in this chart format you can see here. And it does explain to you that for the one sheet, that is the front part of a sheet of paper, and then you have also the back sheet of the piece of paper. They're saying that this is the one sheet, and that on the front side of it, that would be page 8 and page 1, and that on the back side of that sheet, it would be page 2 and 7. All right, so stay with me. That's the one sheet. But when you go into Canva, one sheet is considered this one. I'm going to call this a canvas to make it simple with the pages, sheets, and everything. You're going to have this one canvas, but then you also have this secondary canvas. And these two make up the one sheet. Why? Because you have the front side, left and right, and then you have the back side. Okay? So keeping up with that, then you understand that when you have these other pages here, the other inside pages, this is considered sheet 2. This is the front side of sheet 2, and this is considered the back side of sheet 2. All right, so now we should have a total in Canva. We should have a total of how many canvases? We're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now 4 times 2. 4 times 2, we got 2 pages, right? 4 times 2 is an 8-page booklet. All right. So I'm glad that that's been explained so you can understand a little bit better these terms and not get too scrambled. Now what we want to do is follow what ChatGPT is directing for how it should be ordered in the page numbers. So that way you can make sure to have it set up right for printing. So the sheet 1 on the front should be 8 and 1, and then on the next side it should be 2 and 7. So let's put that on our program right now. And I want to do this because this helps you with editing so that you don't have to go back and forth and move stuff around. So let's grab a text box on the toolbar on the side on the left of Canva. You can just select a text box, and this is already kind of set up based on my fonts, but yeah, it's going to give you your fonts you can choose from. And we're going to type in page 8. Okay, now select that box and select this duplicate button here. Page 1. All right. Okay, so we're going to just put these here for now. We typically wouldn't have page numbers on the back of a program book or the front. That wouldn't look right. But we're going to do this today for demonstration purposes. Okay, now select this box, hold your shift key, select the other box, and then I want you to select Control-C on your keyboard so that we can copy that over and paste it here on the other pages. So this is going to make things a lot quicker. Now, we obviously need to change these page numbers. Now, what did it say was for the next side of the page? It said 2 and 7 on the back side of that first sheet. 2 and 7. 2. All right. And 7. Perfect. Now let's move forward. The next sheet, what's on the front side of it? It would be page 6 and 3. Okay, page 6 and page 3. And then the next is, I know this kind of already by heart, just from doing these so many times, page 4 and 5. Okay, now what I want you to understand and see, now that you have page numbers, you don't have to be mixed up when you're editing your programs and adjusting the information accordingly. So instead of thinking that, oh, this is the front page, when I open it, this is going to be the page they see next, I'm going to put my order of service program here. I'm going to put my itinerary here for everyone. No, actually, this is page 7. So you don't want that on the very back of your booklet. You don't. So you would want other information there, right? So this is why page numbering is so important. Let these be your guide as you're editing. Before you start making changes, when you have decided that you have to add more pages because you just need to, you have some more information, you have an extra day for your event, then just know that if you're going to add pages, you want to at least put these page numbers in here so that you're guided right when you're editing. And then all you have to do is click share, download a PDF or a PNG file, and send that over to your print provider. And then when they get ready to print, it's all going to be in order. Isn't that excellent? So this is the great thing about having ChatGPT as a free tool to help you with some things like moving along, rather than having frustrations of having all your information on the wrong pages and having to redo it. That doesn't save time. That maximizes and takes away your time. I hope this was very helpful. If you enjoyed this, comment below what other things you'd like to learn about ChatGPT for your church, so we can consider that as another video to share. Also, go ahead and check out the links because I have a really great guide giving all sorts of prompts that churches can use today to elevate their leadership team and their community and members. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.